Thank you to the many local businesses that support Border Radio and help make the music possible. If you have a business that would like to include Border Radio in your marketing mix, we're here to provide a customized program for you. Call us at 877-838-5292 or visit borderradioaz.org for more information.
What's up, Yuma? I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie.
And on today's program, we're going to be joined first by Travis and Ashley from Cafecito.
Wow.
Yes, I remember when Ashley first told me she's going to open a coffee shop, and I was like, we have plenty of those. Yeah. And that's when we had like 3. But yeah, I think they're probably a big name in Yuma.
They are probably the most popular place, maybe.
And we're going to be joined by
Eric Wofford from the Yuma Fairgrounds. So he's going to come and talk about the upcoming Oktoberfest.
Yeah, Fall Festival.
Fall Fest. You're right. Why do I keep saying October?
Yeah. So stay with us for What's Up Yuma Radio, beginning right now on KOFA 94.7 FM.
And streaming online at borderradioaz.org and on the KOFA app. You can also stream our show right now on the Border Radio Facebook page and KAWC YouTube page, and email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
Chili from Philly. Nick Papa Giorgio from Yuma.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome to another episode of What's Up Yuma Radio. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie.
And on today's program, as promised, the founders of Cafecito, Ashley and Travis. Thank you for being with us, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Don't look at the camera.
What? Is he looking in the camera?
Yes.
Is he directing? Like, oh my goodness. He's breaking the fourth wall, third wall?
Yeah.
What is it called?
Oh.
It's one of those walls you're not supposed to break.
It's fine. I can tell this will be a crazy
He does
show.
what he wants here. Whatever Travis does. So like, as I teased in the promo earlier, I do remember, seriously, because I was not a hater, but I was just like, we have coffee shops, and I didn't have the vision that you had. And tell us a little bit how it's all started, Ashley. Were you just making coffee at home one day and you thought
I should
you
sell
could do this?
You know, I was actually working at Zoomies in El Centro, doing a long haul every day, back and forth. Trenta, black iced coffee with, hold the ice because I'm going to put that in later, and I need all this 30 ounces. And
because you need it for the trip, like it's
stay awake.
This is to stay awake and drive over to the beautiful metropolis of El Centro. Yeah,
so it was a a whole time.
Well, you didn't open up a tobacco farm, so.
But I was doing that. Or just the experience of the Starbucks. It was. Back then, they have changed a lot, but back then it was always inconsistent.
Okay.
And I always thought, like, God,
you mean like the coffee you were getting?
Yeah, the coffee was different.
Okay, gotcha.
And I always thought, like, that would be really cool to just dial that in and deliver that experience to people. So that was a pipe dream way back then. But once it started, I was working at Red's, full-time bartending there, and bought the little trailer. With that same dream, that vision, like, I'm going to just serve coffee out of this little trailer. And
so you started to make your own for the trip, because you wanted consistency. You wanted something that you knew you could count on every time.
Yeah.
Did you become a barista?
No, I mean, that kind of like slowly evolved and happened, and there was a lot of trial and error. Yeah.
And is that a word that you use commonly, or is that like a Starbucks word?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
No.
I don't know.
Barista is the name of the position.
Like
it's a position.
Term.
Okay.
Like people go to school for this stuff.
Yeah,
it's
do they?
Real crazy.
I did it. I did go to school.
Good for you.
It was in San Diego. Did a little 2-day training.
Oh,
okay. It wasn't until she'd already been open in the trailer for 2 years.
Maybe I should go to
I
school.
tell her, I was like, hey, maybe you should dial
Get
this
some
in.
education.
Yeah.
So you're kind of self-taught though. That's pretty cool.
I'm the wild thinker, and he's the analytical. Like, okay, this could be better if we, kegged it. I'm like doing like 1 gallon at a time and making cold brew in these really small batches.
Yeah.
And when we got together, it was one of those, like, he was brewing beer and he's like, I think that we could do this on a bigger scale.
The cold brew was the only coffee I liked at the time.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it, and she was making 1 gallon at a time, and it was selling out quick.
Process.
And it was
quick.
It's a full 24-hour process each time. And I'm looking at my kegging equipment and stuff. I go, wait, how do you do that again? And I go, we could scale this.
Yeah.
And then she was having people, deliver bottles back, little swing top bottles. I was like, well, we could sanitize bottles. We got a special dishwasher for sanitizing.
Wow.
We were having every bartender in town saving pop top bottles for them. We were sanitizing them and then capping them ourselves. spray painting our logo on the side, and
it was wild. I had a magnet on my car. I had a little gold Honda, and it had my personal phone number, and it just said, "We deliver." Cafecito, we deliver.
But what is it? We don't know.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, it must be coffee." But
so I want to go into a little bit of the history here because you and I worked together at Derailed, and you're a bartender there, and I think that's when you first told me about doing the coffee, and I was like, well, yeah, we have so many more now.
Yeah.
It's crazy like how many coffee places we could have. But I was like, is that a good idea? Like, I'm a marketing guy. Like, I don't know.
You need those people in your corner, though. You need the
newbies.
No, you need the people that question it. Like,
I did question it.
Maybe this is not a good idea. Is this going to be sustainable for you? Because if everybody would have just been like, yeah, go do it. It's like, okay,
never surround yourself with yes men.
Yeah. And so I do remember going, I think you were at the, it's formerly the Quartermaster Depot. Now it's called something else, but I think you were set up there for a while, right? It was a farmer's market with the little trailer and you were making your own cream too.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All organic. Organic used to be in the name. So I would only buy organic sugar, organic milk, making my lavender and cinnamon roll creamers and selling out. Back then it was like a $350 day was like, I sold out, all my products gone.
You're good.
I can go home.
You're feeling good. Yeah.
I felt great.
Go take a nap before your bar shift.
Yes. And then go take a nap before my bar shift. But I think the one thing that I decided then at the Quartermaster Depot was like, the vibe has to be there. It wasn't just having a trailer and having some coffee. It was like, no, blankets out on the grass, things for the kids to do, creating that
vibe, the whole aesthetically pleasing. Yes. You had this whole thing going on. And so it was more than just the coffee. It was an experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's got to be your chief export. Like it can't just be coffee. You can get coffee anywhere.
You can.
You're cheap. I mean, everyone has a coffee maker.
That's right.
What are you going to do to set yourself apart?
Yeah.
So the experience has to be the chief export.
I wasn't selling anything new, but for people to walk up and see, all the glass bottles and me pulling them out of an ice chest and, the fun plants and stuff. And we always had rugs. I have a rug problem.
I have a rug problem.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, rugs and pillows and stuff like that. But it was one of those, it felt tedious and maybe over the top at the time, but it's something that we have not faltered on. It's
awesome.
The vibe is
definitely still there.
Yeah, exactly. That's why people go back.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think, Travis, I first met you were at the Pint House originally. And I went back and I watched the old commercial we did years and years ago with, I think you kissed a guy.
I did.
In the video. I don't know.
I love her.
Yeah, you were a lover.
It was Gabe. He gave him a big old smooch right on the cheek, right at the cut.
It's still on YouTube if anybody wants to go.
Dude, look at that.
I will look
at the outtakes.
The outtakes,
and I'm wearing
a V-neck.
A woman's V-neck.
Yeah, there's a woman's shirt on.
Skin tight.
So you were at the Pint House, and Ashley kind of mentioned it. Beer was your thing.
Yep.
It was your I guess a passion for a time, because I correct me if I'm wrong. I think you went and even traveled to go learn about brewing beer, and you were going to be part of maybe the Prison Hill at one point or something. Can you go into that at all, or is that kind of?
I had a dream, and that's what attracts me to Ashley so much. There's nothing more attractive than a woman with ambition to me, and at the time I wanted to open a brewery.
Okay.
I was really big in craft beer.
Was that because of the Pint House, or you were already?
That's how I got recruited.
That's how you got. Oh, okay.
Is I was already kind of the local beer nerd. I was already home brewing beer, and it's
also a science.
Yeah.
It's a total science.
I love it.
Yeah.
I just have always subscribed to the mindset that there's no room for mediocrity in anything you do. This is something she tells our kids, and is that how you do anything is how you do everything. And so I went up to Oregon State University. It was a week long course with some of the top craft beer people in the world.
Wow.
His was more intense than my little.
This was 2 days. So this wasn't actually the brewing process. This was actually all the business side. It's like, I know how to brew beer.
Okay.
What are all the other things?
Exactly.
And thankfully, and to be honest, it didn't work out. It was actually in the time for craft beer, it was during the peak,
Mhm.
and it's all came kind of crashing down, and the market got over flooded.
Oh, wow.
So I mean, you have all these great breweries in San Diego and the Bay Area that they can't even, get their beer on tap on other places on their street.
So you were trying to have your own beer marketed? Is that was your goal?
I wanted to open up my own brewery.
So a brewery, but then eventually get them into different locations, all of that. That was gotcha. Okay. And so then are you guys met early on though? Like
met her in 6th grade.
Yeah.
6th grade.
Yeah. But
So yeah.
did you date then?
No, I had a big old I had a big old crush on her, and then as it happens in 6th grade, you lose half your friends going to the other junior high.
The junior high, it happens.
And I didn't see her see her again until we were adults.
You didn't get her email address?
The email address.
I don't know.
He remembers like coming to I was working the graveyard shift at Penny's Diner at the time.
Okay.
And he remembers coming after like the bars or like a Mexico.
No, I'd come
run.
come
I'd
come home
from
I'd come home from college to see my family, and ended up late night drinking with friends and saw her there. I'm like, oh my God, that's Ashley.
It's her.
Oh yeah.
Working at Penny's Diner now.
She's a working girl. She's
One
ambitious.
of my favorite.
She makes
She has a
money.
job.
Side note, one of my favorite jobs.
Really?
Yeah.
So when you saw her again, did you like immediately get her number?
No.
No.
That flash.
He plays the long game.
I was gonna say this is a slow boil over your 6th grade on.
Yeah, flash another 10 years 10 years later,
Wow.
and then I was going through a bad breakup. She had just gone through a breakup. I was hiding at her bar from my ex. She was bartending at Red's.
Is it the Reds at that time?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's following me. Hide me.
And then
He's like, what do you think about like a date or something? I'm like,
Is that
what do
what
you
he
think
said?
about like a shower?
That's his game.
No, hey, just say what I did.
Say what you say. What
Please
you
don't be
did.
honest.
He gave me his, he
We
gave
want
me
the
his
truth.
business card.
Okay.
He said, let me know if you ever want me to make you a meal of food.
Oh.
Because I'm really good at it.
I'm good at cooking.
And I'm like, okay. So get a haircut, get you some you time, not in a bar.
Don't hit on me in a bar while I'm working.
Yeah. And I kind of blossomed.
Did you
from
get the
there.
meal? Is that was?
Oh, yeah.
Did
Every
you
night.
like exchange
So
the
how
gift
long
card?
did it take you to message him or call him?
We kind of
next day.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Oh
He's
yeah,
awesome.
she didn't wait.
No.
Yeah.
She didn't
I'm
wait.
like,
She jumped right in. She's
you
hungry.
wait 20 years. She's like,
She's
well,
hungry. She's always hungry.
Do you remember what you made?
Was it soup?
No,
No, that came way
It's
down.
like probably like steak chimichurri or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love
He's a
steak.
steak. Yeah. People are like, you're so
I have
lucky
seen
you
that
have
on your-
Travis's steak every night. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
not
also
every
not a
night.
steak every night.
Yeah, my husband would eat steak every night if I allowed
He
it,
would.
or we could afford it.
Yes. Yeah.
So when you guys got together, did you both know that you had a passion for brewing something, or how'd that evolve?
No,
think-
that kind of
Mhm.
organically happened where it was like he was doing his own thing, I was doing my own thing, and then it's like we had this kind of common agreement, like we'll ride it till the wheels fall off. You know, when this isn't fun anymore.
I was looking at moving out of town.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, okay.
And so
Okay.
it was like, okay, we'll hang out. I'm not going to hold you back. Like,
Yeah.
let's just
It's
have fun.
casual.
Yeah, and that was the thing.
We're
we
king
said,
casual,
we
right?
said, we
And
said
then-
we said we're gonna ride this till the wheels fall off. Is if there's ever a day that
Mhm.
that we have a fight, you're not having fun. It's hey, let's
Yeah.
just shake hands. Say hey,
Yep.
that was the
That
now
was
that's
'cause we're
the
good
now that's the
friends.
standard for every future relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then she got pregnant and
and yeah.
we haven't.
And we haven't left each other
Yeah.
since.
And then we had a fight, and I'm like packing, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like,
You're pregnant.
I'm leaving because we're fighting, and I'm not doing this. And he's like, "No, we can work."
Yeah. Babies change everything,
Yeah,
don't they?
yes,
yeah.
yes.
And I love that. I can totally relate. Me and my husband weren't sure if we had a future. You get pregnant,
Yeah.
and then you're like, why don't we try? Okay,
How was
now
that sweet
let's
boy,
try.
by the way?
He's great. Like he just got hired on at the San Luis
so
Fire
proud of him.
Department. Yeah.
He's such a handsome sweet boy.
He is a cool boy. But yeah, no, I totally relate. So you guys
Yeah.
make it work.
And
So
we
then
do-
how did
we
you
do
find
every
that
day.
out? Like about the brewing then? Like you said it kind of naturally happened.
So
Mm.
it kind of went with that cold brew. Is just kind of looking. It's like I
it was
see-
because you were
yeah.
like, we could do better.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like
it's
she's
like-
doing her thing.
I'm
Get more
the
consistent.
analytical.
And you,
Yeah.
you
I'm
can
the
obviously
analytical.
know the science behind things.
Yeah.
You're talking about a sanitizer, what you need if you have a brewery,
Mhm.
right? And if
Yep.
you're going to get the crowlers or the growlers, or whatever, and clean them out,
The
right?
growlers.
you have to have a process. So you're like, we can bring this process and marry the two.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Oh,
then it was like, hey, how do we get our name out there?
Yep.
Started going into CrossFit gyms,
Oh.
and people were doing our cold brew as their pre-workout.
Oh, wow.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
Whose idea was that?
well, I've always been friends with
Because
Steven from
Steven,
Hidden Valley.
Yes.
and so it was
He's going to be
anytime-
coming on the show soon, right?
nice.
We
I
got
think so.
Steven.
I think
Another
this
sweet
week.
boy.
Yeah.
I'm just so
anytime,
happy to be in the company of such good people.
anytime, they'd have like a CrossFit competition or
Mm-mm.
anything, I'd go out there and
Mhm.
always just figured it out. Like
Wow.
trying to do things in bulk. It's not as easy as people think,
I can
and
imagine. Yeah.
and so,
Yeah.
but it was fun, and we just always have stayed with that of sticking true to that, that brand, and
Mhm.
it's been
just scaling naturally. It's got everything's got to be done organically, and that's why I love our story. It went from hand delivering to the trailer to our first brick and mortar. And
Yeah.
then
So
to
I'm going to
another
stop you
location.
real quick on the brick and mortar. We're going to take a break and we're going to find out what was it like to get that first location.
yes.
All right. So we're going to do that after a quick break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
Oh, he's staring at the camera again.
Yeah, he
So
is.
Stupid.
Ever wanted to be on the radio? Still talking into your hairbrush in the mirror? Border Radio needs you as a volunteer host. Share music, stories, and local conversations that matter. No experience necessary. We'll provide the training. Email info@borderradioaz.org or call 877-838-5292 for more information.
You're tuned to 94.7 FM, KOFA Border Radio. I'm Juan Garcia from the KAWC Newsroom. The weather forecast for Yuma today is sunny with the high near 95 and an east-northeast wind around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight with low around 75. Gadsden Elementary School District has launched an air quality flag program. To learn more, visit kawc.org/news. Stay tuned for more What's Up Yuma with Johnny and Ronnie on 94.7 FM, KOFA Border Radio.
What's Up Yuma is sponsored by Sunrise Cleaning, serving the Yuma area's residential and commercial cleaning needs. Sunrise exclusively uses eco-friendly cleaning products and provides specialty services such as solar panel, carpet, and RV cleaning. More information and appointment booking at sunrisecleaningaz.com.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up Yuma Radio. We are here with Travis and Ashley from Cafecito, and we kind of left off talking about when you first got the brick and mortar, the first location over there downtown. What was that like to get that first location and then to be able to have your aesthetic on display to a greater degree? Because it was a really nice looking place.
Yeah.
It was unique as soon as you walked in.
That story comes with like a little bit of background. Sure.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we had plans for that brick and mortar with a business mentor named Dave Pauletto.
Mhm.
He had purchased the building, and it was one of those, if you can wait on your dream, there's going to be a really cool building for rent pretty
Okay.
soon. It's like, cool, I can. It's like, well, I can also teach you construction while you're doing that, and you can see your family, in the evenings where I was bartending, and it was kind of hard to do that.
Yeah.
And so I did. Long story short, I learned construction. I was working on big
Wow.
rigs out there with them, and that was fun. That could have become a career in and of itself. And that was always something that the coffee could have always taken a back seat when things would happen, when things would get crazy. Fast forward, we had Atticus, and things were going great. 2 years I was working construction. That little building was coming along. First day of summer, and in June he fell in the pool and drowned.
Yeah.
And that could have been the end of Cafecito again. We wanted to move out of this town. We were like, let's just get out of here. Let's start fresh. That business mentor, Dave, said, I think you owe it to this community to show people what you're capable of, what your dream is. And he goes, I'm not going to rush you. I'm not going to tell you when to start, but I think you'll know. And it was one of those, like, we got the keys, we went in, and we just put our heads down and started making that building what it turned into. So we always say that was just an outlet for our grief. It was,
Very true.
and it shows because it was like we were hurting.
It's a lot of hard work.
We were
in
hurting,
there.
and we would stay busy. And Dylan, you know, my oldest, he turns 18 next week.
Oh my God!
Happy birthday,
You have a
Dylan.
legal adult living with you.
I told him in the week I get that room back. You'll be out on your own.
Yes, exactly. It's
Mid
mine
senior
now.
year, you're out.
Great.
But you know, and he was right there with us, and we all just poured our hearts into it. And so that building, it's so much more than just the brick and mortar, and it's watching it fill every day, and you know, serve the community, and them experience that with us, and just completely embrace us. It was special. It's hard to even put words to. It was hard to leave that building.
Yeah, and I remember there was a line. It was a long line because it wasn't that big of a location, but there was always a line going over there.
That was terrifying.
Yeah,
That was terrifying.
Terrifying.
There was
You show
only
up,
room
you're like, oh my God.
Every day.
Yeah, there was only room inside for 6 people to sit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that. And I remember it was we purposely were opening on April Fool's Day. It was the first. It was like, it's Fair Week. If it doesn't work out, we just say April Fools. Like all this. And then I'm laying in bed with her and looking at my phone, and it's like, oh crap! The announcement that we put out was, you know, it's been seen by 30,000 people.
Oh, what are we gonna do?
And I'm like, and you know,
It
it just
was-
kept growing and growing, and I'm watching the
Terrified.
numbers live, and
And mind you, I'm pregnant again with our rainbow baby Archer.
Oh.
And I'm like, well, I was going to sleep,
we
but
we both still had full-time jobs.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Whoa! I didn't know that.
I got the day off from Dave.
Yeah.
I said, I think we're going to open tomorrow. He's like, okay, well,
You're like, I think.
I'll put you down for, it was like a Monday, I
Monday.
think.
Vacation
He's
day.
like, so I'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, because Travis is going to work the one shift and I'll work.
We really had this grand idea that
was silly.
I would close down the bar. I'd get off work at 3:34 in the morning.
Yes.
I'd go take a quick power nap.
We had a couch in there. right?
I'd go and I'd
Yeah.
do the opening shift. Our menu was purposely super small.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, a blender and a toaster. That's all
That's
I'll
all we
need.
need,
That's
yeah.
all I'll need. So
That's
when I'm not making drinks, I'll be back there popping toast. So we our original thought we wouldn't have employees.
Oh, gotcha.
And,
Just you guys. Yeah.
and luckily, like my parents were in town
Mhm.
just to kind of see the first day and everything.
God.
And that was the last day we
ever worked.
that we
another-
worked
Wow.
with for
Like
anyone
not for
else.
yourselves.
Yeah, we- you know,
He was
I-
working at Pine, so Amy walks in and
Yeah.
she's like,
Amy walked in, started helping with dishes.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so
She's
like,
like,
I
you're
don't-
drowning. Let me
Yeah,
help you
yeah,
guys.
got
Like,
you.
I don't think I'm going to be there tomorrow. She's like, I don't
think you
might
are
have worked
either.
your last shift.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
We just didn't know it at the
Oh.
time, and
Uh-huh.
but it was a beautiful thing, and
Yeah.
and then we sold out each day,
Mhm.
and then finally come Sunday, we'd close at 3, and then it'd be
Mhm.
till 10 at night,
Oh,
getting the shop ready for the next
Yeah.
day.
Mm.
Hitting every grocery. We were too small to be working with any food
Mm.
purveyors, so we were
Okay.
going to every grocery store, buying them out of
Wow.
milk, avocados, bread, and
Those-
just going
Wow.
on and on. And when it was Saturday night, and I couldn't find a single ripe avocado in town.
Oh no.
I
Oh,
couldn't. What else were we
It's
out
like-
of? The bread
Yeah.
that we used, couldn't find it anywhere.
It's like, we're
So-
closed on Sundays.
Oh.
and we didn't open again on Sundays for what, a year and a half, 2
Yeah.
years. Yeah, it was
We'd just
wild.
be there restocking and people would be like, are you open?
No.
Like, eventually it's like, we should open.
Yeah.
So we can, I think we'd be
Capitalize on
busy.
this.
Yeah.
Now it's our second busiest day.
Oh,
Yeah.
So how
wow.
long were you in that location? Do you know?
Almost a. Oh wait,
No, 2 years.
I know, but it was at about a year.
Mhm.
It was right before our 1 year anniversary of the location. That's when the first COVID shutdowns
Yep.
happened.
Oh.
And we have no
Wow.
indoor seating.
We were bumping into each other.
Bump-
We didn't
yeah.
know what we were
Wow.
doing.
So we'd switch off. We'd be
Mhm.
open one day a week. Either I'd be home with the baby or her,
Mhm.
and then either me and Dylan or her and Dylan would go and just do
Mhm.
growler fills one day a week, just
Yeah.
trying to
Mhm.
keep our name out there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then that's when we kind of stumbled upon the.
And how
the
did
other
that
location.
happen?
So I was on the board for the Littlewood art gallery, the art gallery, and we had to shut down because of COVID, and we couldn't raise enough money to keep it open.
Yeah, you guys
right?
were all volunteers.
Yeah,
Where everybody was volunteers there.
And art grants weren't coming out.
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
at
we
that
weren't.
time.
Yeah, we weren't getting any grants. That's where I was doing my podcast out of. Originally, I would do my podcast there, and we did our best, but we couldn't make it work.
Yeah.
And how'd you guys find out that that location was going to be available?
So we it was the Wild West then.
Yeah.
So we'd be working at Little Cafecito and we'd walk over to Pint House, just go see our friends.
To have an outside street beer, because
Mhm.
that was a thing.
Mhm.
In a
Yeah,
styrofoam
in a
cup.
styrofoam cup.
Yep.
Okay.
So
The COVID days,
and,
yep.
and it's one of those. It's if anyone who's ever worked downtown knows, it's like that community's tight.
Yes.
It's like we're all family down there.
Exactly.
We are doing everything we can to help
Support,
out our friends, help out other businesses. So that was kind of the ritual. Let's walk down and get a beer, go say hello to everyone, just
Make
go
sure
walk the
everyone's alive.
streets. Yeah. But watching the
What's
tumbleweed.
everybody doing?
Yeah. But we were passing through the co-op and got the news. They're like, we're
Isaac was
closing
kind
Oh,
of
up.
Isaac
was
yeah.
kind of packing up, and I mean, he had tears in his eyes. And I actually went to Travis. I'm like, I don't want to even try to capitalize on somebody's misfortune, but you were talking about a bigger location, a brunch location. That building is cool.
Yeah.
Went over, talked to Leah. We did it all just so organically.
Yeah.
And she's like, let me put you in contact with the owners. I think they
Nice.
really love what you guys are doing. Fast forward, they did, and they did, and
took us 2 full years of working out of the little location and putting every single dollar we made into the new location.
Like,
So
do you have to do a lot of renovations?
Oh,
Yeah.
there's that whole garden was dirt and five big dead mature trees.
Wow.
Only 2 original trees are there.
Yeah.
So
There
You
was
guys
a
did a
lot
great
of
job
work.
It was
because
a
it looks so
lot.
natural, though. It
Yeah.
looks so like it was
Yeah.
always this way.
there was and then inside the building is on the roof there were canvases, and this is after we already signed. Like, we're buying the place. There's literally canvases on the ceiling. And
We're like, those are kinda
it's
cool.
Like, those are kind of cool. Let's pull them down, and we pull them down and see that they're just giant watermarks being covered up. So it's like,
Gotcha.
so we got to put that in the budget for a whole new room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, well, it's par for the course.
Yep.
Here we go.
So it was. It was one
Amadova
of those-
Roofing Company.
So hence why it
took
took
care of
2
us.
years
Plug.
is it was every dollar just had to be keep moving over there.
Yeah.
Couldn't afford to hire on crews. I mean, it was
Exactly.
shoestring budget. That's why all the tables, it's all handmade. It's like we couldn't afford.
We could have opened, probably quicker, sooner. We had a lot of people like, you said you guys were opening.
Yeah,
But
I
it
remember
was-
texting, like, when is it going to open? What's going on?
It's taking forever.
It was again that aesthetic, and we had to almost draw a line. Like, okay, we could keep going forever, and we do.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
never-ending project.
Yeah.
But it was one of those. Okay, we have the coffee, we have the machine.
Let's move.
There's pillows on the couches, and it looks fun and fancy for you up there.
Let's do it.
Let's go. And we did the same thing. It was like,
opened
we're ready.
opened on April Fools.
Yep.
Really? Cool.
And we basically shut the old shop down. Our crew helped
It was like a parade.
walk things over.
Wow.
Just knocking up over all this stuff, the last of the stuff. And
Same small espresso machine from the little place, just transferred over to that giant place.
Yeah.
So
Did you know, because you went from Cafecito to Cafe Grande, right? You're in a big location. Did you know you were going to be able to be as busy as you were?
no, absolutely not. We honestly might.
You did? You knew? Okay.
His analytical mind
Yeah.
saw.
For a little while, it was like, what are we doing trying to grow during COVID? And then it was like, okay, well, social distancing is like a thing.
Yeah.
So maybe we should give people more room. And it was one of those, as much as people miss the little place, they're like, I love all the space inside during the summertime is great. We do a couple events a year, a couple weddings. So it's been
great. It's still an outlet for our creativity.
Yes.
Now we have a great crew to where we can more focus on.
Well, how many employees do you have now?
We have
Since not just
13.
13. Wow,
Yeah.
from 2 to 13. And I love this story. You started with a magnet on your car to a trailer to little Cafecito and now big. And the sky's the limit. It seriously is.
Yep.
You guys make a great team.
Thank you.
I see it.
Thank you.
Pound it.
So how long have you been at this new location now?
Going on 3 years.
We got the keys in 2020.
In 2020. Oh, wow.
Mm.
Yeah. Any future plans? Anything you want to do, like events or anything like that?
Our wheels are always turning.
Yeah. Go
on.
I have like an idea, plans to
brainstorm.
Brainstorm with that new county building opening across the street from us. I want to be open, to maybe doing some lunch or
okay.
Service them.
Or being the first stop for a coffee or a beer after a hard day's work on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Do you guys sell beer?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I figured. I mean, I just wasn't sure. Like, I don't need any.
That was a natural progression as well.
And that was the actual reason I wanted in that building.
Did you get the liquor license?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good for you. See, you both get your dream.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm so happy for you guys.
Oh yeah, he stays with the rotating, fun, funky beers and yeah.
Good cocktails.
Yeah.
It's just.
And people, it's Sunday morning. You're open Sunday mornings now, right? So what's busier, Sunday or Saturday mornings?
It goes back and forth.
So we have the
Saturdays
Canal
open
Run
later.
Club. Yeah.
Sundays we open later. We don't open till 9. I think if they were. So Sundays do more per hour.
Yeah.
Saturdays a higher final number.
Yeah.
What is your number one selling product? I'm very curious.
It's a silly avocado toast that that we used to make at my mom's house.
It was
literally Trader Joe's seasoning,
Are you
cherry tomatoes and a little bit of balsamic glaze.
That's the number one.
Oh, yeah.
People go crazy.
And is that the one you started with at the original location?
Oh, wow.
And oh man,
we fight about it. He's like, we're actually a toast shop that sells coffee because this is the number
that
one.
makes sense. Yeah. You're like, that's why our doors are open.
Yeah. So we sell more Cafecito mochas than the avocado toast, but dollar-wise, yeah.
Wow. No, dollar-wise, it's where it's at.
Very neat.
But that's always kind of been the fun is this kind of division of labor of I've always been the food side. She's always been the coffee side. She's more the employees. I'm the beer and cocktails.
Yeah.
You guys let each other do your own thing.
She does the taxes. I do the dishes.
Oh God. Oh, she gets the leg part.
Get the short end of this straw sometimes.
That's not fun.
So maybe possibly more food in the future, huh?
Yeah, that's the plan.
The plan is we want to build an out. We have the equipment. We're just need to get the construction done for the outdoor kitchen. We want to expand that. It's the location. It's the most beautiful at night.
Yeah.
With the string lights and everything. And it's like, well, why aren't we expanding a little bit more? And
because you're typically not open at night, right? Unless you have an event,
like
Rudy or Tom Tom's over there DJing or something. Yeah.
I think Rudy, until it's not cooling off fast enough for him, so I think he's going to start DJing in that front office with the door open.
He just wants to get
sweating.
in there.
He's like, don't put me on that stage right now.
Well, any events coming up that are anything special?
Well, I think we're aiming for November to start kicking off our First Fridays.
First Fridays
for
again?
For the Atticus Kindness Project. And
what happens during First Friday?
So it all started in our little location, doing it totally illegally. Is going back to, you owe this to the community. They showed up for you, show them what you're made of. Not long after we opened, our son's best friend was diagnosed with leukemia. And it was like, hey, let's on First Friday, let's all hang out. We'll do an open mic. I'll smoke some meats. We'll get a keg of beer, and we can't sell it, so it'd be like one of those. Hey, there's beer here, and if you want to throw some money in here, because but in our mind is like, what cop is going to shut us down? We're on, but then it was like on Madison. It's like there's a couple hundred people.
There was a lot of people. I remember there were so many people.
They're my favorite pictures. It's like the overhead shots of those. It's like,
but then we ended up getting our 501c3, started the Atticus Kindness Project. It started with what started as a lemonade stand is now a full-blown event. It's kind of aimed at just taking care of other families that are going through something like we went to, hard times.
So we do open mic, cook, or have somebody come and cook. Mojave chooses to do it.
Yeah, we've had we had a learning kitchen where we were taking young kids and teaching them the kitchen.
Yeah, nice. Then they're presenting the meal. That was fun.
Oh, how cute.
That's going to start again soon, but it might be with the juvenile probation department, which
they need it. That's awesome.
Yeah, right, we're really excited for that project. And then once the outdoor kitchen comes, we can even expand on that.
And it's great because you get to give back to the community, and all it costs us is our time.
That's right.
And you feel good. It just sets a good example to our kids of like, hey,
always give back.
Always.
Serve.
Always. Yeah.
Doing good feels good.
Yeah.
It just does.
And then it could it proves itself what you guys do in giving back, because the community gives back to you and celebrates together. And it really, really does. And I've been in awe of you guys for a long, long time. And it's just amazing. Thank you guys for what you do. I really appreciate it. Last question. Menu item on there. Are we going to get the steak, Travis? Are we going to get
Travis's steak?
Yeah,
I really want to start a supper club.
Okay.
I want to start a supper club.
Wow.
Where it's a set menu on the weekends and show up, live music and good cocktails and just
fun wine pairing or beer.
And I've seen this steak on your
Instagram
page. The steak is there. It looks delicious. So yeah, it would be cool to finally get that.
Eating with your hands on the board.
Oh yeah. Well, once again, thank you guys so much for being with us. I wish we could do the whole hour, but we have another guest waiting out here. And with
he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. We're going to talk about the fall festival coming up at the Yuma County Fairgrounds. Not Oktoberfest. No, that's a beer festival, I think.
I think so in Germany or something.
I like it.
All right.
Take that.
And with that, we're going to take a break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
Blood services provider Vitalant is hosting blood drives at Yuma locations on an ongoing basis. Daily personal emergencies and ongoing medical needs of thousands of patients require a constant and ready blood supply. Donations of all blood types, especially O, are needed. Locations, dates, and appointments at donors.vitalant.org.
This is folk singer Michael Jonathan. We have a fun Wood Songs this week. We're celebrating jug bands with the Steel City Jug Slammers, Jaron Blind Boy Paxton, and the legendary Jim Queskin.
Well, Mama told Papa be quiet as a mouse, so Papa climbed up on top of the house.
It's celebrating jug bands this week on the Wood Songs Old Time Radio Hour.
Tuesday evening at 7 on KOFA Border Radio 94.7 FM.
For KAWC News, I'm Cisco Stargazer, Education Solutions Reporter. Desert View Middle School broke ground on its future location Friday. And the kids are excited. Since 2006, the charter school's been housed in a small building just off of Avenue C. With growing student numbers and a shift to more classroom-based learning, Desert View Middle School's been needing a bigger facility, and now they're building a whole new school right next to Desert View Academy on 16th Street. At the groundbreaking, Desert View Eagles and Desert View Dragons cheered as the new school's rendering was unveiled. Principal Jaylene Hackman shared construction will begin soon, and they expect to start using the building next August. She added,
"My 8th graders are sad because they're going to miss it, but my 6th and 7th graders are just beside themselves, as we saw today, that 7th graders are ready for it."
For KAWC News, I'm Cisco Stargazer.
Arizona Western College will host a Katrina's and Katrines competition starting at 3 on October 30th in the breezeway of the 3C building on AWC's Yuma campus. Whether competing in attire or simply admiring the artistry, this celebration of Mexican tradition is open to everyone. Complete information is under events at azwestern.edu.
I am Daniel Kaur, proud president of Arizona Western College. I value what KAWC brings to my life. I value being able to turn on the radio, and even if it's for a short snippet, get caught up on the news of the day. There's a credibility to KAWC that I think is so important, especially today. I love being a sustaining member because I don't need to think about it. It's just once a month. It's easy and it's a good investment. Please join me as a sustaining member, ideally, if not a one-time contribution at 877-838-5292. If you prefer, get online at kwc.org. It's secure, it's easy, and join me as a sustaining member of this valuable community resource. Hi, everyone. I'm Daniel Kaur, proud president of Arizona Western College. You are listening to KAWC 88.9 FM, and it's a great day to be a Matador.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up Yuma Radio. We are here now joined by Eric Wofford. Is that how you say it? Wofford. Oh, okay.
I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know either. So yeah, then I have an excuse because Ronnie didn't tell me. We didn't both know. But so you're from the Yuma County Fair. Do you manage the whole thing? Do you run the whole thing? Is that you? Are you the man?
Sure, but I have a great team.
Oh,
so,
okay.
But title wise, I'm the general manager. At the Yuma County Fair. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, geez.
So like all the events, do they go through you? Like, do you have to approve everything?
Well, I try not to, but yes.
I try to just hide.
Yeah.
No, it's
like knocking on his door.
Where is Eric?
We're growing leaps and bounds, and so we've got something. So almost every weekend, especially in the wintertime.
And especially with your new building.
Yeah, with the new Legacy
building.
Yeah.
I went to my first MMA fight there.
Yeah, we had that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
well,
it was like a month or two ago.
August, yeah. Sorry, they're all blending together.
Yeah, you're so busy. There you go.
We just had one on Friday, and now we're basically getting ready for the Fall Fest.
Wow.
So, yeah, so we're constantly doing something. So, but most of the stuff between myself and my team, we kind of go over all the events that we have throughout the year, and then just kind of logistically plan for everything. And it can be tasking.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You're originally from Yuma, born and raised?
Yeah, born and raised.
Oh, awesome.
Heck yeah. I'm a criminal at heart.
Okay.
Criminal?
Well, yeah.
You are wearing blue and white.
Absolutely.
What about elementary? What neighborhood you grew up in?
Different ones.
Oh, okay.
Started at Post and then went to Roosevelt Post, then went to Gwyneth Ham.
You ended up over in the Okietown area.
I ended up in town. I ended up living out in the country and then moving into town.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'd rather stayed out in the country, but
Yeah. But it's more peaceful.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I want to live out away from everybody.
I'm with you on that. You just got to convince the wife.
Yeah. And I have to convince my husband. Exactly.
So how'd you originally get involved with the Yuma County Fair? Was it through I know there's some 4-H stuff in your background. Was it through that or?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up at the fairgrounds.
Okay.
That's cool.
My family either they showed at the fair. And then when they got older, my grandma and Jackie Miller, I don't know if you guys are familiar. She was a 4-H leader for many, many years. Same with my grandmother. They were community club leaders together. So I grew up up and coming. Wow. And before that, I have an older sister. So she was obviously showing before me. And then, so I did all the clover bud stuff, which is, you're not quite old enough to be in 4-H, but just kind of the projects, open entry projects, the paintings, the food, the crafts, the hobbies, that kind of stuff. So anyway, long story, and then I started showing, and then whenever I graduated,
showing means animals?
Yeah, showing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. I was going to say
that.
Yeah, I started showing stuff. Yeah, look at this. I got a
I got a thing.
I got something here.
Just this.
But he's so ingrained in it. He's so used to it.
That's the term.
Yeah, that's the term.
Showing.
And everybody else is like, what is showing? Like that's, I know pregnant ladies start to show.
And don't ever ask.
Not at all. Their age and whether or not.
There you go.
Yeah.
So how was it with the animals?
It was awesome. I mean, I started out with small animals. So I started out with raising chickens and then rabbits. And then I moved into the large animal. I showed mostly hogs for the rest of my 18 years not 11, 12 years that I showed up until I was 18. So, and then obviously from there, my sister and I started being leaders ourselves.
So you're in the 4-H program, you're showing, and then the next thing, so you time out, like you age out at 18 or something?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah. So you age out at 18 and like you said, naturally the next role is to become a leader.
Yeah. So we became community. Well, actually, I came to AWC and I went to college. But while I was doing that, my sister and I were helping with my family as far as being community club leaders, or within the project, right? So we did hogs. So that's what we showed. We showed hogs. And so we became community club or club leaders within the community club and of up and coming. And then from there, we kind of started our own club. And
so what does that mean with clubs? Like, how does that work? Like different locations, different schools, different, like, how do you have a club?
It's based on location, but you can really be in any club.
Okay.
So I believe 4-H has it broken out. And by the way, Amy Parrott, she's the cooperative extension with 4-H. She can probably break it down a heck of a lot better than I could.
Just give me the general, just
from my general knowledge.
Sure. No problem.
Nobody's going to call. We don't have a fact checker here.
We'll believe everything you say right now.
Right on. Perfect. I like that. So, so you can just, in fact, open enrollment for 4-H's right now. I think this October 30 or 29th is the last day for open enrollment for 4-H. And then, of course, there's the FFA program, which is high school based. So a lot of people do both. Like once they get into high school, their freshman year, they can go through the FFA program, but they're still obviously active in 4-H. So, from there, we just decided we wanted to open up our new another club and go from there. But if people are interested, it's location based at the beginning, kind of like school districts.
Okay,
right?
that's what I thought.
Exactly.
So I didn't.
But you can also go to anyone. So, and if they don't have a specific, like you want to do poultry and
certain animals, and gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys had your own club.
Yeah, we were very small. I mean, we did a couple large animal, mostly hogs and lambs, and then small large animal, not like production steers or anything like that. We kind of, or feeder calves. We just kind of stayed with them.
That's all new to me. Like I never did any 4-H. So it's interesting hearing all this stuff. I always wonder what it was like for you guys to have like a pig in your backyard, or like, I don't know if that's even how it works.
Yeah, I've seen people in Okietown walking goats or sheep
around my
or
neighborhood.
Yeah,
like,
they live in their
doing?
backyard. Yeah, and 4-H has a long legacy here in Yuma, right?
Yeah.
And you said FFA as well. Terms I've heard forever. And so that's how you got involved originally. And you said even your family were leaders.
Oh, yeah.
Did you always know that you're going to be a leader?
No, I didn't really think I was going to go in that direction. I thought maybe as soon as I got out of high school, I'd go to college and then go from there. But my sister and I were like, it's our turn to kind of give back. So there's a lot of great clubs out there. And so we're like, let's just try to do our own thing. And it was pretty good.
So what did you come to AWC for?
Agriculture.
Oh, okay.
So
Makes
sense. I was working for a seed company out of, during my senior year of high school.
Nice.
So, I just naturally went into ag and did a lot of the ag classes here at ABC, which has changed. I think this is the furthest I've walked.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
What is it?
C3. The
3C. Yeah. In 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely new right here in this building, right? Isn't it nice?
I just looked for the antenna and I said, this must be the place.
There it is. So thank you for letting us dive into a little bit of your history. We're going to take a break and we're going to find out how you became in charge of the whole thing with a great team. Not just you. You got a great team. We're going to mention them. And we're going to find out the fall festival, what you guys got planned for that. All right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
KAWC and Border Radio are supported by Outreach Partners of Yuma, formerly the Assistance League, with a new name but the same commitment to transforming lives and strengthening community. Outreach Partners services are made possible by its thrift shop, 1054 South 4th Avenue, where patrons can find antiques, apparel, and more. Learn more at outreachyuma.com.
Hear the rhythm. Feel the beat. Let your curiosity run away on the Latin Alternative. Hi, I'm Josh Norrick. Every episode of the Latin Alternative takes you on a thrilling rendezvous of sonic and exotic landscapes in Latin rock, funk, hip-hop, electronic, and tropical music. Join me and my co-host Ernesto Lechner on the Latin Alternative.
This evening at 7 p.m. on KOFA Border Radio 94.7 FM.
The Yuma Rotary Club will present the 67th annual Walt Kamen Sausage Fry starting at 4:30 on December 5th at the Yuma Civic Center. The event, which will include music and prizes, supports local scholarships administered by Yuma Rotary. Event details and tickets are available at yumarotary.org.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here talking to Eric from the Yuma County Fair. So you started your own club. You're doing that. You're a leader now. How did you get first? Because 4-H is separate from the Yuma County Fair, right? It's not the same organization. So how did you first get your foot in the door at the fair?
Well, I moved away.
Oh, okay. That's how you do it, right?
You're
you're late. And they're like, see what you know, what you're missing. It's like, bring him back here, give him a job, do whatever you got to do.
He's a pillar to the community. Bring him back. No, I actually went to work for an ag company in California. So I was gone for almost 8 years. So spent that time in California between Santa Maria and Yuma. Actually, I mean, I would come back because I worked in produce, so we were bouncing back and forth. But I just the position was opening up, and I applied, and I was fortunate enough to be selected, and I had probably the worst interview of
what happened?
Okay, so
it's horrible.
You have a horrible interview, and so you're talking about the position you have now?
Yeah.
Oh, and you got it.
So you applied for the head honcho just right off, and you bombed at the interview. What happened? Did you
just
tell us?
nerves.
Like stuttering or like sweating.
Not so much the sweating part, but the stuttering. Just
Like, tell us your name. You're like, I don't know.
What? How would you be able to do this? And I'm like, if you ask me about how to harvest head lettuce, I can tell you that verbatim.
Like, we didn't ask you that.
I have, when it comes to, the difference between a 50 amp plug and a 110 plug. I mean, I know what a 110 plug is. So it's, and those are all played different. And, between 240 and 110 on wattage in regards to what you need for vendors to plug into.
Gotcha. So you had to know all of that, huh?
Well, I learned it very quick. I had a great teacher, the previous fair manager.
In the interview though, what kind of questions are they asking you? Like, what do you got to be prepared for? Like that?
Yeah. And operations.
Like,
can you drive, and fortunately the one skill that I had was driving a forklift.
Gotcha.
I did that when moving pallets and stuff like that, working for the harvest companies. But that was probably it. After that, it was just, great to have the people that were in there. I knew a few of them. Not that helped any, because I still bombed it, in my opinion.
But they saw it after that.
They saw something in you, right? They
100%.
saw something.
Or were you the only applicant?
No. I wasn't the only applicant.
But they really liked you.
Yeah, they saw something in me that I really appreciate. And
some people just aren't good interviewers. Doesn't mean you're bad.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like test takers. Like some people might bomb the test, but be great at everything else.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, well now we know.
I could not handle,
yes and amen. It's all over here.
So, and more of a hands-on learner, right?
Yeah.
Instead of people who are great and they're book smart. That I had more common sense, I guess, and that's really what got me through it. And
awesome.
So what year is this when you applied?
2008.
2008?
Yeah.
So when you walked in, like, what was your first day like?
Well, it was actually October. So I think
like now.
Yeah. We were actually getting ready for our interim events because we weren't doing the Fall Fest.
No.
Right.
Not back then, no.
Not, yeah. So it was really learning the processes and 4-H was just getting ready to drop their stuff as far as open enrollment was, so it's just really diving in and learning the layout too. Like the fairgrounds has changed so much in the 17 years that I've been there.
And then like in the last year or two,
it's
completely changed again. I'm sure everyone's like, where am I going?
And I do want to get there for sure because there's been a lot of changes.
Yeah.
So you're on the job learning, you're figuring things out. Because that's, like you said, that's the way you learn. That's how you do things. Now, are you part of the progression where you like, once you got everything kind of like, I don't know, I don't want to say perfected, but you're learning things. You're like, okay, we want to grow. Like, did you have the vision to kind of get us to where we're at now? Was that part of you or part of your team or collab?
Probably a collab. And then we have the fair industry and the fair network is amazing. You hear Travis talk about the community downtown, their family. The fair industry is similar in that is I go to all the other fairs in Arizona and I kind of take bits and pieces of what's going on.
Yeah.
So a lot of the fairs are actually in September. So we had an opportunity to go up to quite a few fairs and kind of see their different layouts and stuff like that. And so, but the growth, it was, and that's really where, so I wasn't the the general manager day one, right? I had 3 years, 4 years of Kelly Watkins watching over me. And those last 2 years was, I'm going to sit. He was sitting in the chair.
Kelly just chilling.
Yep. And so he's like, and so we just basically went that route, and it worked out really well. But yeah,
you've been doing this for 17 years.
Yeah.
Wow. So you must really like it.
Yeah, absolutely love it. I mean, and going back to, it's in kind of, I grew up there.
Yeah.
And the memories and what we do and creating those memories are generational.
It absolutely is.
Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, I have pictures of with my grandmother, my mom, and my firstborn, right? And me, right? The four of us. So it was super. And they're all in some fashion. My mom showed, my grandma was a leader for 40 years or so. I showed, and now my oldest or both of my daughters are showing at the fair now.
Nice.
So,
for me, it was like always going with my cousins and my aunts, uncles, and all the family together, and then trying to win with a dart and a balloon and stuff
or
like
goldfish.
that. You're trying to, and when you got something, it was like really cool as a kid. You're like, oh, wow. Even the parents is like, oh, geez, I spent a lot of money on that thing, but it does have that memories. And then I get older, I'm 16, I go there looking for chicks, it's like, that's
in high school, it's all you're doing.
It's like, it's like, where are the ladies at, but it's the core memories, right? It definitely is part of that.
Spring break fair. Like that's what you think.
That's what you think.
So in the last few years, it was really grown. There's some pavement down now. There's the new legacy building. And how did that all come to be?
Well, really, it's with cooperation between the county and us, and trying to move out from the APZ. Or the clear zone, right? So the carnival,
because of the Marine base,
the Marine base next door, right? So, but the fairgrounds has been in this location since 1953.
Yeah, and there was talks about moving it because of the Marine base,
right? So, a lot of money to move it, or less money to move the carnival, right?
Yeah.
And kind of redesign.
So that was
it.
The problem.
Yeah.
The carnival.
I mean, it's still, I mean, when you have.
Yeah.
We were
Jets
able to
going
over all the time. Yeah.
I mean, you have a 100-foot Ferris wheel, and it's 200 feet from deck to elevation, or 100 and whatever feet it is.
Kind of dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, everybody joked about it, but you sit at the top of the Ferris wheel and you can kind of see the pilot as you're,
He's like,
as they're trying to land.
Oh my gosh.
So then you move it, you put pavement down, which is cool. Was that like, okay, since we're moving it, we're going to put pavement?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Just because like people don't like dirt, allergies.
Yes,
are so bad.
It's easier to place the rides, and
I bet
by moving, we were actually to grow the carnival as well, right? Because we were kind of locked in that 7.5 acres, right? And from our 85 agreement, there was height restrictions within the certain clear zone and APZs with that set up within that area.
So then you got when was the first fall festival? When did that?
Right out of COVID. We went
right out of COVID. Okay.
Yeah, we went 10 when there was, I think we just missed the fair
because of COVID. And then like it opened up and
I think it opened up in March.
Okay.
And we could not, I mean, obviously trying to plan a fair in 3 weeks was
not going to happen.
Impossible.
Yeah.
So we were able to open that up and do the Fall Fest that October, because it gave us enough time to do that. And we went 10-day run and everybody wanted to go outside.
So it was a relief.
So sick of being inside.
It's a hit. It's a hit. And then I noticed the next jump is when you guys partnered with Helms and Sons.
Yeah.
Like that was a whole new experience.
And the wristbands.
The wristbands. So was that your idea to get a collaboration?
So that's just like the carnival's kind of trending using technology.
Sure.
It helps out. A lot of people are going that way. That generation the generation that we're in right now, a lot of the stuff is just
so it's like
exactly. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
And so did they bring that technology with them, Helms and Sons?
We were using a little bit of the magic money, which they use, but the digital platform through the app and all that other stuff came after being brought in Helms. But Helms is bringing in their rides like the Medusas.
Are they bringing any new rides? Do you know?
I don't know the list yet. I just saw they have parked the Ferris wheel. So the Ferris wheel.
Oh, cool!
Everyone
It's
gets so
coming.
excited.
Yeah,
I know,
that's
you
what
see
once
it,
you
you're
drive
like,
by, it's like there it is.
I'm calling it the Oktoberfest.
We are running out of time. So when is the Fall Festival?
Yes.
And shout out to Stevie Dub over there at the Helms and Son. I love that guy.
Heck yeah. Fall Fest is the 17th through the 19th of October. So we're like 2 weeks out.
That's right.
So
tickets are on sale now, right?
Yep, absolutely. Go to our website, yumafair.com.
Okay.
And there's going to be a couple links. You can get the admission link and you can get the Carnival Passes link.
Awesome.
Cool. And those unlimited wristbands, again, that's a really cool. Like,
Ride away,
that's the
ride
way to
all
do it.
day.
And right now it's pre-sale. So
Yeah, and you get them
Even
at a break
cheaper.
on pre-sale. Yeah.
very
Thanks,
cool.
Eric.
Thank you so much for being with us. I wish we had the whole hour with you.
I
There's so much
know.
we could talk about. We'll have to get you back on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anytime.
All right. And with that, What's Up Yuma is a production of KAWC. We broadcast from the studios in the Matador Activity Center at Arizona Western College in Yuma. We want to thank our engineer, Talon Gonzalez, along with Juan Garcia, Anthony Ornelas, and Dave Reek.
And you can find out more about KOFA at borderradioaz.org and on the KOFA app. And stay tuned for KOFA's Midday Music. We've got music from artists ranging from Ariana Grande to Hank Williams to the 80s band DeBarge in our first hour.
And on tomorrow's program, we're going to have Lisa from Exceptional Health. I think they got a Halloween thing coming up. And our very own Stephen Henning. He's going to be talking about Yuma Jazz and what he does here in that office over there.
Awesome. And you can listen to the podcast version of our program at kawc.org/podcasts. That's What's Up Yuma Radio. And email us at what'supyumaradio@gmail.com.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you again, Eric. I appreciate
See you
it.
at the Oktoberfest.
Yeah,
Fall Fest.
Fall Fest. It's not Oktoberfest. Jeez, Ronnie.
We do sell beer there, but it's not that.